At 5, a social media influencer with nearly 800,000 followers now has the attention of the Pennsylvania Attorney General. A lawsuit alleges that Dana Chanel ripped off the same community she claimed to care about.
That day that it happened, I went to my hotel room and I was crying, all night. Headache from crying, tears. I was out. Because I felt like my heart had been ripped. Completely ripped out my chest and cut up.
If you really wanna get scammed by your money, just add a little sprinkle of Jesus.
Dana Chanel, whose real name is Casey Dana Oliveira, is a 28-year-old social media influencer from Philadelphia who became popular after the viral success of her mobile app, Sprinkle of Jesus. Sprinkle of Jesus was launched in 2019, and according to the app's description on the Google Play Store, Sprinkle of Jesus is a Christian publication that not only allows you to have a closer relationship with Christ, but teaches you how to live a life full of financial abundance. Through their online ministries, they promise to be agents of change, bridging the gap between innovation and biblical principles. Through Christ, they want to inspire, it says, and motivate those seeking healing in all areas of their life. In Christ, we are strong. Come step out on faith. Download Sprinkle of Jesus mobile app today. The App Store's description was completely different. On Apple devices, a person must sign up, and then there is a recurring charge of $2.99 per month that is automatically taken from the individual's bank account. Moreover, she had promised at least one new Christian life course each week that she said was meant to help Christians with a breakthrough in 2019. Supporters of Dana who downloaded the Sprinkle of Jesus app complained that the daily quotes were not very Christian-like. Plus, the notifications would allegedly hit their phones non-stop throughout the day. The topic of the daily notification texts were all over the place. There were Jesus-inspired quotes and references supporting the former President Donald Trump, random quotes about worldly relationships, advertisements of their other businesses or affiliates, and even erotic jokes and innuendos that were sent to users ages 17 and older. The Sprinkle of Jesus app is listed as a lifestyle app, and it collects consumers' personal data when downloaded, including their name and email address. Dana had the support of many Black entrepreneurs who identified as Christians, including Angela Simmons, the daughter of Run from the legendary rap group Run DMC. The pastry shoe creator interviewed Dana on her podcast about Alakazam apps, in which she was a client herself, according to Dana's Instagram post, and she helped her market her other companies. Dana and Donnell were seen on many social media platforms doing interviews about how they became young Black Christian millionaires and giving their advice on love, marriage, and finances. Black small businesses seemed to be their focus as they gave the impression that they were empowering African Americans and wanted to help the Black community create generational wealth. Casey Oliveira, aka Dana Chanel, married her business partner Donnell Morris, a former bank representative who goes by the fictitious name Prince Donnell. The couple now have 2 small children together and are social media influencers. The power couple also works and operates several other miscellaneous companies with members of Dana's family. Some establishments include Alakazam Apps, Credit Exterminators, Jumping Jack Taxes, Curl Bible, and the Earn Company. Alakazam Apps was owned and operated by Dana and her magician father, Nakia Rattray, according to the Philadelphia Attorney General Josh Shapiro's civil lawsuit that he filed against them on November 4th, 2021. Prior to the lawsuit, Alakazam Apps was shut down due to alleged scams. The small Black-owned businesses that trusted Dana and Nakia to create their business apps were told in an an email that their app would be transferred to Buildfire, another app-making company who used the exact same software and allegedly was the ones who created her Sprinkle of Jesus app. According to the Buildfire website, the company claimed to be the most powerful app maker for iOS and Android, which is like Alakazam Apps, who claim to be the best mobile app builder for iOS and Android. The Alakazam Apps website was later removed from Wix.com, and the Instagram page connected to it was deleted as well. Other businesses like Credit Exterminators were brought to light and questioned. Cassandra April Oliveira, aka April, is Dana's alleged younger sister who claimed to be the creator of Credit Exterminators, which was rebranded to the Earn Company. Both companies are under the umbrella of Dana's Sprinkle of Jesus Corporation.
Well, I think it might be a little inappropriate to talk about probably a year and a half. What about you?
Got on here, you missed it. I basically got robbed of $3,030 from a company who is supposed to be synonymous for helping people build their business. I wanted to be around other entrepreneurs and build an app and and blah, 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 blah. It was supposed to be an event that didn't happen. I just was trying to show you guys that, I take this very seriously. I'm not just taking t-shirt sales and buying Louis Vuitton and Gucci or something like that. I really stack the money up to reinvest it back into the nonprofit. Yeah, don't let them help you, Ebony. Because maybe that's how they becoming millionaires.
And you saw the e-commerce meeting. We put them checks on the line. We said, hey, if you don't make quota, you're not getting paid now. They started getting real creative. They started getting real creative. And so it's what I'm realizing is you have to put people in extreme circumstances for them to rise to the occasion and their belief system in themselves and what they're capable of doing.
And he said that usually what they do, this man said, we will usually send you to collections to get the rest of the money, but I'm not going to do that to you, but you would not get your deposit back. So I was like, what? Like $1,300 gone with nothing to show, absolutely nothing to show for this $1,300. Like I had a $1,300 phone call. And so it really bothered me because I'm not gonna lie, I trusted this company because this is a Christian-based company. And so a little while after that, I said, there were some different things that I said that, I was going to try to get my money back because $1,300 for absolutely nothing. Never signed a contract.
Nakia Rat Ray, aka Uncle Magic the hip-hop magician, is the father of Dana and April and was said to be an alleged scammer in New York and New Jersey for a long time. Uncle Magic claims to specialize in children's birthday parties where he performs mediocre magic tricks, supplies bouncy houses, cotton candy, and other machinery for rental, and also blows up funny-looking balloons. Uncle Magic owns a business called Kidding with Kids Management, LLC, and is doing business as Nunu Playhouse. Allegedly, Uncle Magic is the engine that keeps Dana, Donnell, and April's businesses going, and he is also listed on the Attorney General's lawsuit. The only person from this group who is not on the lawsuit is Dana's husband, Prince Donnell. Donnell is not listed as a defendant on the Josh Shapiro's civil lawsuit. The defendants are listed as Nakia Rat Ray, Cassandra April Oliveira, and Casey Dana Oliveira, along with the Earn Company, Credit Exterminators, and Alakazam Apps. The lawsuit was filed against the alleged scamming trio in November of 2021, and Shapiro claimed that Dana, Uncle Magic, and April stole from unsuspecting small black businesses and violated consumer laws. Alakazam Apps was a company that helped create apps for small businesses with zero coding knowledge required for a hefty amount of money. Consumers were even persuaded to take out loans allegedly if they did not have the money up front. Alleged victims of Alakazam apps, Sprinkle of Jesus, Curl Bible, Love Carter, Jumping Jack Taxes, and their other active or inactive businesses began speaking out on social media during and before the pandemic. They told their bad business experiences with Dana Chanel and her family and how they believed they were scammed. Around the same time of the negative publicity in 2020, Dana became pregnant with her first child, but she continued to promote her businesses and even showed off her pregnant belly as if nothing happened. And she did not address the victim's accusations until it gained more publicity. The Shade Room posted Dana Chanel and Prince Donnell sometime in 2021 and reported that they were being investigated by the Attorney General in Philadelphia for allegedly scamming small Black-owned businesses. These days, Dana and the gang are more focused on Jumping Jack Taxes, which is said to be Dana's company, but ran by Donnell, who is the face of the company. The Jumping Jack Taxes website does not specify whether their employees have a tax broker license or proficient knowledge or certification of taxes and finances. Also, this may create an opportunity for Dana, Donnell, April, and Uncle Magic to potentially scam new victims since they would have access to their social security numbers, bank accounts, addresses, and full legal names. Dana also has her Curl Bible business where she sells natural skin, hair, and face products that mainly markets to Black women. Dana admitted that she was raised in a Black culture and is on the way to embracing her Latina culture. Her products seem to be marketed and promoted by women in the Black community with coarse, kinky textured hair. Since 2020, Dana Chanel has tried to rebrand herself by transitioning from videos to podcasts.
God is using me now. Come on, don't let me use down. Look, how do you find your purpose? And can you have more than one purpose in life? The sole purpose.
Yeah, I feel like as you continue to evolve in life, like, for example, you and I, there's parts of our lives or even womanhood that we haven't experienced that I'm pretty sure, like, legit, when you have a baby, you're going to come out with something for them.
Okay.
Yeah, so your purpose is constantly evolving.
Gotcha.
But I think the number one purpose is, does God work through you?
Gotcha.
And in all areas of your life, and I like to use this example, when you walk into a room and then you decide to leave the room, in what condition is the room in now that you've left? And I think it's a hard thing because, you know, do we go in there in the room and do we entertain? And even for you, because you remind me so much of my father.
Really?
No, for real. And he's the most extraordinary man in my life.
Wow.
Like, you just remind me so much of him, a young version of him. And I've watched him a lot walk into rooms, and he's so extraordinary. But he leaves, and sometimes the room is so threatening and intimidating. And I'm like, it's like his personality is too big. And sometimes it can suffocate other people. And so you, as a great leader, you have to be able to not dim your light, but make sure that the light that is left is encouraging and doesn't feel as if it's demeaning
or to dim others.
Or to dim others. And once again, half the time it's not because of you, it's because of other people's lack of confidence.
Recently, an episode of one of her podcasts went viral in which she gave women outdated advice on marriage and sex, although she has only been married for less than 5 years.
Never use sex as a weapon against your husband. And have sex often is probably some of the most extraordinary advice I never got. But it is dangerous to neglect our husband's needs.
General Josh Shapiro's 2021 civil lawsuit is currently active and pending. And Dana Chanel has recently been sued by the fashion giant Chanel Inc. for alleged trademark infringement.
I'll explain to you why. Sex is such a huge part of a man's identity. It's the way he emotionally bonds with us. And it's crazy because God wired his body this way. When a man experiences an orgasm, his body releases the bonding hormone, oxytocin.
I'm Dana Chanel, the founder of Sprinkle of Jesus, and having a mobile app changed the game for us. I called Alakazam Apps, and they created a custom mobile app for us for free, and we'll do the same for you. They do all the hard work for you, publishing it to Google Play and the App Store. Plus, the easy-to-use platform makes it simple for you to maintain, edit, and update all on your own.
These many brands and sit around and can't communicate. Communication is one of your skill sets. Talk to us about that and how you sit around and you decide and how you plan out your brands and how you communicate your brands.
We have to understand that even with the media today, dude, if you can't communicate about what you believe, what your morals are, what your vision is, you can believe in yourself all day, but if you can't get other people to believe in what you're doing, then, you really don't have a business. And, we're talking about entrepreneurship and, being a CEO. Your life is based off of communication, and I think it only happens on the outside in public what you practice in private. And I'm going to be honest, I come from a father who is a master communicator, and he's just been one of the things that I would say makes me who I am today is my confidence within myself. And he's taught me how to believe in myself.
Sometimes we get so used to being spoiled by God and being blessed that you forget where he done brought you through. Sometimes I gotta wake up in the morning and be like, damn. Then I gotta wake up in the morning and be like, dang. Like, thank you, God. Like, it ain't always about the materialistic things, but I just believe that the materialistic things is a reflection of what's happening on the inside. You feel me?
The Attorney General is suing a local influencer for fraud. The AG says the influencer scammed small businesses. Chris O'Connell has the details.
She goes by the name of Dana Chanel on social media, and she has quite the following. Hundreds of thousands of followers on her social media platforms the Attorney General says she used to scam money from black-owned businesses she claimed on helping. Most people know Dana Chanel from Instagram, where she's got nearly 800,000 followers.
Yup, that's me.
She's got a popular lifestyle channel on YouTube and runs several businesses, shooting much of her video content from her office studio in North Philadelphia. But according to this 59-page civil lawsuit filed by the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office, the woman whose real name is Casey Oliveira was ripping off black-owned businesses she claimed to care about. Oliveira wasn't home when we tried ringing the bell outside her gated South Jersey home. The suit says Oliveira, along with her father and sister, misled consumers and failed to deliver services on several businesses. For example, a credit repair business called Credit Exterminators, where customers paid $300 a month for credit services they say they never got. Chanel also appeared in her own ad for an app development business called Alakazam, a platform touting over 10 million downloads. But at least one nonprofit group, according to the AG's office, paid $2,000 for a new app and never even got one or a return phone call. There's even an Instagram page featuring Oliveira called Scammer Catcher.
Some money was withdrawn from my account without my permission.
Tawana Jackson from Arizona says Oliveira took her money 2 years ago. She was thrilled to hear of the Attorney General's lawsuit.
Unfortunately, there are bad people in this world that prey upon good people, but hopefully, good people will prevail.
Now, we've reached out to Casey Oliveira several times. So far, we have not gotten a response. This is a civil suit, no criminal charges here, so Oliveira could face fines and restitution to her victims. In Old City, Chris O'Connell, Fox 29 News.
Let me know what you guys think about this video. Put your comments below. If you are a survivor of Dana Chanel, make sure you hit me up. I would love to speak with you, possibly do an interview. You can reach me at talesfromthecult777@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening and for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all on the next video.